Hello everyone, welcome in and welcome to Throne Talk. Today we will be getting into the energy of Gemini. So Gemini, approach the throne. Let's see what energy we have today for the collective of Gemini. Gemini, what is it that we need to communicate to the collective? What energy do we need to communicate to the collective? Okay. Okay, Gemini, so from what I can see here, things have really been going well for you in the past, your recent past, like within the last couple of months, things have been going really, really well for you in terms of business. So lots of success coming in. Overall, your business is successful. Things are going the way that you planned. Right now, you're being called with the Knight of Swords here to be a bit more aggressive when it comes to your business. Maybe there's some changes that you need to make, but those changes are going to come with you using your voice. So I do see the Knight of Swords, which means there needs to be lots and lots and lots of conversation using your voice, because the swords are air, right? Your current energy is, I don't know what you are studying, Gemini, but you are with your head down. I've got the Hermit card here. So that tells me you are, in true Gemini fashion, you are studying something. You got your nose in books. You're really doing some research and deep thinking about something, but you're being called to be a bit more aggressive because for some reason in your energy, if you don't make any moves, the outcome, whatever you're researching, is not going to come to pass. And I don't see, and I hate to deliver this news to you, Gemini, but the outcome is not going to be favorable, especially with the Five of Cups here in the future outcome, and then the Five of Pentacles. So there is going to be some losses coming your way, Gemini. So there's some changes that you need to make, okay? Especially with this Five of Cups being here. So let's pull out some more cards and get some clarification, okay? All right, Gemini. So let's see. So yeah, it's like everything is going well for you business-wise. Very successful. But something wants you to be a bit more aggressive at this time. Something in your energy is calling you to be a bit more aggressive and a bit more vocal for you to have a favorable outcome. Let's see what this is. All right. So yeah, you have the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor. This definitely is about business. Definitely about business. Something is stressing you out though. Something about your business has you stressed out and is kind of keeping you up with anxiety and stress. So yeah, so like in the past position, I do see Page of Pentacles. So you started something. It started off kind of small, and then it just grew and grew and grew and became more successful. Perhaps that was the start of your business, and where we are today is very professional. Not very professional, but very successful. And you are the boss. I've got the Emperor card here. So you are running your business. It is going smoothly and successful, but you're needing to pour more into your business. That's why I have the Knight of Cups here. You're needing to pour more into your business. You're needing to use your voice more, right? And spend less time thinking about it and researching. I know that you crave attention, not attention, less time thinking about it. I know that you crave knowledge, Gemini, and that's something that you are consistently chasing. But sometimes you have to put that knowledge into action. So at some point, you've got to figure out and you've got to realize that you have collected enough knowledge to do what it is that you need to do. And so don't stress about it. But I do see if you do make some changes, there will be a favorable outcome. You do have the magician, excuse me, you do have the magician card in the future outcome. But this is going to be a coin toss, meaning you have to make these changes in order to see a favorable outcome. Because if not, there is some losses that you may be going to take in the near future. Give me one more row. Let's call in some more cards for Gemini. This is so unlike Gemini. I mean, I'm used to seeing the success and, you chasing information, but for you to take L's, that means it's a lot of overthinking. Yep, that means it's a lot of overthinking that's going on here. All right. Okay, no, I'm not going to take those. All right. King of Cups, of course, very successful. Man, you are in the money right now. Like, your energy is so good as it relates to business, work. Everything is pretty solid. It just starts to go sour. All right, and I'm also seeing, so yeah, in the past position, once again, very successful. Currently, you're at the top of the wheel, Gemini. You're working really hard, but you need to work a little bit harder. There is some energy here that's telling you that you've got to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if that means tweaking prices. I don't know if that means more marketing. I don't know if it means more discounts, but I do see that some changes are needing to be made. Some actions are needing to be required, and overthinking is not it. I'm also seeing that it may be a good idea for you to collaborate on some of your marketing, and even if this is work, there is a good chance that you need to collaborate and market yourself as a group. So yeah, Gemini, I do see there's really nothing that changes when I throw extra cards on the table with your reading. The only thing that I see transitioning is that you can have a favorable outcome if you make some changes in your life. And this does not matter if you work for a company or you're in business for yourself, but this definitely does not pertain to love. This is coinage. This pertains to your money. So definitely need to use your voice more. You need to be more strategic. Perhaps you need to collaborate with other people. But the overthinking and the overanalyzing and the research, I think that you have enough tools here. It shows that you've been successful thus far. So you just need to make a few tweaks. And Gemini, also, with all of your success, as it relates to your business and as it relates to work, it just seems like something happens and it starts to calm down, and not in a positive way. When I say calm down, you've got the 5 of arrows here, and if you've got the 5 of branches, that means that there's some conflict that arises. So when I look at the placements of the Knight of Swords in your reading, it's telling you to be more aggressive. So those of you that work for a company and you may have somebody that is stepping on your toes, make sure you stand up for yourself. Make sure that you combat that energy. If those are you that own your own business, you also need to use your voice, but you need to be a little bit more strategic as it relates to marketing your business. Okay, Gemini, let me pull one more card to wrap up your reading. Let's see what final messages to wrap up this reading for Gemini. What is the final word? What's the final advice that we need to give to Gemini? What's the final word of advice for Gemini? Ah, this is very fitting, Gemini. It says be bold and make the first move. So there is some movement. There is some adjustments that you need to make. The information that I was getting about you over analyzing and overthinking and studying something as it relates to business instead of being aggressive and making the move, it makes sense, especially with this final thought on the board. Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. That's all I have for you today. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thank you.
Hey, oh yes, I fell in love with them